Hey everybody, this is David Millar with the Millar Group, and this is the macro real estate market update. Now you'll see me online giving updates regarding the Russian River real estate market, and what this is an update on the real estate market on a national level, because we're all in the same country and we affect each other. So I want to make sure that everybody has a good vision of what's going on the national level as far as real estate goes. So let's jump right in. Hey, if you like this content, please hit the like button. It means a lot to me, and it helps other people see the content. And I think, maybe we can help some people out by teaching them something they didn't know before. This is a snapshot of the year-over-year changes in key metrics. Now, what I want to look at here is the first is showings. We are up 49% in showings. Now, that's a little bit skewed because remember, people can't go to open houses. So they can only see a house through an appointment with a real estate agent. So, but it's still, trust me, there's a lot of buyers out there. Purchase applications are up 39%. Pending deals is down 5%. And the reason you're seeing that is this is comparing year over year. So a year ago, we were right in the depths of COVID. So we still weren't really taking off as far as purchases go compared to last year. And what you're going to do is you're going to see these numbers are going to go way up when we start comparing year over year in 6 months' time. This number right here is the important number, folks. 52% existing home inventory is down 52%. New home inventory, those are homes that are new on the market, is down 4.6%. Mortgage rates. We all know mortgage rates are going up again a little bit. We're talking 3.18% we're at right now, which if you've been around a while like me, that's an incredible mortgage rate. But the economy is getting better now. We're starting to come out of all these pandemic issues and the market is getting better. So, that's a great thing. George Ratu, the chief economist at Realtor.com, says home sellers and home buyers have gotten really used to extremely low rates. Rates even in the 3% to 3.4% remains extremely affordable as far as historical standards go. Here's the year-over-year change in listings. Now, the key thing here is this number right in here where we're seeing 52% lower inventory than we've had in the past. Looking at it on a national level, California is at 41.3% under our average regular inventory. Looking at the East Coast, sometimes like in Delaware, 62%, Maryland, 57%, New York City's 12%, New York, the state of New York is 12%, but that doesn't include New York City. So really the red is we've got incredibly big issues regarding inventory, and the whole country's in red. So you can tell what's going on there. Dr. Lynn Fisher, the deputy director at FHFA's Division of Research and Statistics, states that house prices nationwide recorded the largest annual and quarterly increase in the history. Low mortgage rates, pent-up demand from home buyers, and limited housing supplies propelled every region of the country to experience faster growth in 2020 compared to a year ago, despite the pandemic. Single housing, family housing units completed. Now, this is something that's really interesting because what we're doing here is comparing the build up to the crash of 2008. That's what we always want to keep looking back at. And look at the number of homes that were being produced and manufactured and built in building up 2005, 2006, 2002 to now. We're on an upward trend, but we still are nowhere close with the amount of inventory that's been built is not keeping up with the demand that we have. Cash out refi surged, hits the highest level since the financial crisis. Now, this is something that's got people alerted and something that we're looking at really closely. Are we seeing a cash out refinance crisis? So let's look at some of the numbers. Here's the home equity number that was cashed out in 2006. We're talking $321 billion. Right now in 2020, 14 years later, 153 billion. Nowhere close. So the tappable of equity, this is the amount that they could take out, but they're not, has surged. Tappable equity is the amount available for homeowners to access before hitting a maximum 80% combined loan to value ratio. So there's a lot of equity out there, but the homeowners are being much smarter and they're not touching that money. It's just sitting there. So regardless of cash out refinances, 2020 was nothing like 2006. And we can look at the numbers to prove that. What we've got here is tappable equity in trillions of dollars. 2020 is the blue. We have 7.3 trillion, 4.6 trillion in 2006. We're only tapping 33% of that, where in 2006 it was 89%, folks, 89%. So total cashed out in billions. In 2006 it was 321 billion. Now it's 153 billion. So we look at these numbers. No way can we ever predict what's going to happen, but we look at these numbers and we're not seeing the same patterns that we saw before the 2008 crisis. The Wall Street Journal states that residential real estate market is on its biggest tear since 2006, just before the housing bubble burst and set off a global recession. Yet, in nearly every meaningful way, today's market is the inverse, which is the opposite of the previous boom. In the mid-2000s, loose mortgage lending standards enabled borrowers with poor credit histories to purchase homes beyond their means, sometimes with mortgage rates that required you could get a house with no money down. And then they would give you these adjustable interest rates that started off really low, but blew up after 5 years. And that's really what tipped the whole scale on in 2006. National Association of Realtors said, with demands for homes outpacing new listings, buyer competition continues to intensify. On average, there were 4 offers per home sold in February. According to the NAR's latest February Realtors Confidence Index report, a year ago, there are 2 to 3 buyers for every home sold. So we've gone to 2 to 3 buyers to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buyers. This intense competition has led to double-digit price growth, and properties are selling in record time. To get back to a healthy supply of equivalent 6 months of inventory. So that means that you have 6 months. It would take you 6 months to sell everything if nothing new came on the market. We need 2.7 million homes built and back in the market right now, which we're just not seeing. Average number of offers received on the most since recent closed sales. 4.1 offers in February, and you can see it just shooting up. There's the question, folks. Is this like the last time? Annual home price appreciation running up to the crisis of 2006. Average home appreciation was 10.3%. This is nationwide, so keep in mind California is higher, but on nationwide, the average appreciation is 6.3%. Default risk. Now, this is something that's really important, and this is national, which averages into California also. Look at the red. That was where we were at leading up to 2005, 2006, up to 2008. Look now. Product risk, that is the type of products that were being sold. And leading up to the crisis, it was those no money down, adjustable rate interest mortgages. We don't have those anymore. Borrower risk is who they're accepting. It's much harder to get a loan today than it has been in the past. So the borrower risk is really low too. So that formula isn't in place like it was before. Months inventory of existing single family homes for sale. This was leading up to the crisis. There were 9.6, 2.1 months of inventory. Odetta Cushy, chief economist at First American, says it's not just a seller's market. It's a super seller's market. This is an incredibly competitive home buying environment. American home equity skyrockets. Now, these are national averages, which are much higher in California because our price point is much higher. But nationwide, the average gain of equity in mortgaged homes is $26,300. The current average equity of a mortgaged home is $200,000, $204,000. Increase in equity is total of 16.2%. And 38% of homes are owned free and clear. These are all signs of a healthy market, folks. How long? Nobody knows. What's going to happen? Nobody knows. But if you're thinking about buying, these are things that you have to take into account. Equity on a national level. California, of course, is leading the pack because our home prices are so much higher. We're at a $55,000 year over year equity appreciation in equity. That's an average in California over 1 year's time. Colorado's doing really high, but again, California is the highest. So this is the information, folks. These are the facts. Do with them what you may. I just want to give you the information. If you're buying a house, keep in mind that a lot of the issues such as lending, loosey-goosey lending practices are not in place anymore. Supply is really low. It was much higher leading up to the crash. But I always tell people that are buying homes, if you're going to buy a home, plan on it for the long term. Don't think you're going to buy and flip and make money in a year. You may have to hold it through another downturn because real estate is cyclical. The market will go down. Eventually, the market will go down. That I can promise you. When, how fast, and how much, nobody knows. But if you keep in mind that you're buying a house and it's a place that you love and where you want to be and where you're going to stay, and you can make it through those downturns, you're going to make money in the long run. So let me know if you've got any questions. Please like this product, like this presentation, the information here. We'd love for you to share it if you can. Tell your friends. If you've got any questions regarding wanting to sell your house, give me a call. I'd be happy to let you know what's going on in the market. If you're thinking about buying, we'd love to have a consultation with you. Our number is 707-217-1786. And have a great day. Bye.